John Eastman here. This is a video response to Burn Scarred and his video on shuffling cards with his stumps. In a work situation, you find ways to adapt and you're able to keep doing the things that you need to do for work. I'm an electrician, I'm a mechanic. So here I have these careers and these jobs where I work a lot with my hands, and yet I have a hand disability. It just, I guess, demonstrates how well I've adapted. So anyway, let's take a closer look at my hands, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, here's a close-up of my hands. I can't get my palms real flat. And I'm pushing hard. You can see that my skin's starting to yellow out or white out or whatever you call that when you start pushing real hard. My fingers don't bend real straight, and my thumbs don't come up so they're flush with the back of my palm. It's like they're always in a little bit. I pray real lousy. I do not have the whole Catholic Christian put your palms together and pray. I have little cuts, places constantly on my hands that I can't feel. I don't have any feelings, so when I do something, like this thumbnail here, or this fingernail here, it's got that blood underneath it and it's done the whole thing like if you hit it with a hammer. Because I don't have any feeling and I don't really know what position or where my hands are, I don't have feeling in terms of pain, and I don't have feeling on these knuckles in terms of the position of the joint. I mean, I do a little, but I'm not sure exactly where my fingers are, and so I will squeeze too hard, or I'll have an issue with going too far or too fast, and I'll crash my hands into something and it takes chunks of flesh out. I mean, it's corners of steel or whatever it is I'm working on at the time. I can't splay my fingers real far on either hand. The pinky goes out further than just about anything, but the other three fingers don't spread that far. Don't ask me to play the piano. I'd never succeed there, that's for sure. That second joint, the final joint of the finger, doesn't bend very far. The pinky rolls in pretty decent. My thumb's pretty mobile. I've got strength in my hands. In fact, sometimes I've almost got too much strength and I end up breaking stuff, and that happens quite a bit. I've actually broken a pair of pliers just squeezing. I don't know how far. I keep thinking, oh, I can squeeze a little more, and I keep running down, and end up breaking whatever's in the pliers, or I have broken the pliers themselves as well. My fingernails, I trim them so they come clear to the end of the finger. I guess some folks don't trim their fingernails out on the end. They trim them back somehow, I guess, and so all you see is the end of the finger, and they don't really have the end of their fingernail. How you would function that way, I, again, really don't know. These folks are functioning in society just fine with their short little fingernails, and yeah, I don't think I could ever pull that off. I can hear my fingernail on the threads, regardless of whether I'm doing it on the end or I'm doing it this way. So I can tell I've got my fingernail down underneath there, but sometimes I can pick it up, and other times I can't. Similar to what Burn Scarred did with his shuffling cards. I've been shuffling these cards for a few days to limber them up and get them consistent with standard deck of playing cards, average use, I guess. They used to be a lot harder, now they're getting a little easier, a little less stiff. I have to pick in place, and I guess what I mean by that is I can't just split the deck put one in one hand and be done with it. I have to hold this deck, get that hand sorted, and get to the edge of the table and lined up. And then I'm ready for a run or a shuffle. Let's just say I have a little hand here. And for me, it's hard to get just one card to move. I don't know exactly how many I have that I'm moving at any given moment. I don't have feeling in my hands to pick that up. So you just have to watch. I think I got it pretty even. Yeah, I don't have any cards directly one behind the other. I can see all the numbers there. And I think I got them all. But yeah, there's a whole bunch left down there at the bottom. So that's the cards. There's what that end looks like on the end. So the job task on this one . So I slide that ring over there and shut that thing. And then you got to sit that down in the bottom. Now see, I'm trying to hold this up to the camera. It's going to be a little unique experience. Okay, and it happened to work out that time. The first step is to confirm this position halfway in, flip it over, and then grip the other side. I'll grip these things hard enough that I'll actually tear them off the shirts. That's always cute. Well, that's just a quick look at some things that I do well, other things I struggle at, just the way my hands work, a little bit about disability. It's kind of an interesting deal to think about disability, think about adaptation and different struggles that we all have. I've watched a bunch of videos on YouTube and have been inspired by a lot of them. Others are kind of weird, but it's YouTube. What do you expect? I've been a YouTuber for quite a little while and decided to get this video up here. I welcome people's comments, welcome people's questions. Anyway, I will keep in touch. Peace.